Hey guys, welcome to our second example. What we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at writing an equation in slope-intercept form when given a table. So you can see that in our table that we have right over here, we have our x values and we have our y values. And so if we take a look at our table, we see that x is increasing by 1 every single time, because we go from -2 to -1 to 0 to 1 to 2. So if our x values are increasing by 1 every single time, we got to find out how much our y values are increasing by. So our y values, we go from 7 to 4. That's a change of -3. 4 to 1 is also a change of subtracting 3. To get from 1 to -2, I have to subtract 3. And to get from -2 to -5, I have to subtract 3. So the change in y is going to be -3. And our change in x is going to be +1. So if we are wondering what the slope is, and it's delta y over delta x, then I know that delta y over delta x, or our change in y over our change in x, is going to be -3 over 1. And -3 over 1 is, very simply put, just -3. So I can go ahead and fill in my slope as -3. We just took that value and we plugged it right there. But now I need to find the y-intercept. So how do I figure that out if I'm looking at my table? Well, if I look at my table, I know that my y-intercept is what the y value is when x is 0. So taking a look at that table, what could it possibly be? Well, I know what it is when x is -2 and -1, but when x is 0, y is 1. So our y-intercept, simply put, is when we take those values and we put them into an xy ordered pair. 0, +1 is our y-intercept, and the y component of our y-intercept is what we're going to take to plug in right here. So the equation of our line in slope-intercept form is very simply, with the table, going to be y equals -3 times x plus 1. We looked at the table to find our changes in y and changes in x. We used that to create our ratio to find our slope, and then we found the point where x is 0 and took that y value and replaced it with b to write our equation in proper form.